It is Tuesday. It is the 20th of May. I'm Monita Rajpal. This is CNN News Center, live from Hong Kong. Our top stories today. It's a rapidly moving situation in Thailand. It has taken a sudden turn with the military declaring martial law across the country overnight. The army warned last week that it would take action if violent protests continued. Pro and anti-government analysts say it is a slippery slope. Well, Thailand's military has a history of meddling in politics, staging roughly 18 coups since 1932. For more now, Paul Quaglia joins us from Bangkok. He's a 20-year veteran of the CIA and director of PQA Associates, a Bangkok-based risk assessment firm. Paul, thank you very much for being with us. Good to see you as always. When we talk about martial law, how does it translate to what is actually happening in the city right now?
Well, it sounds a little more fearsome than it actually is, Monita.
Great. Okay, Paul, thank you so much for that. We appreciate your thoughts and your analysis on this. Paul Quaglia there, live for us from Bangkok. Well, some Thai political watchers are saying that martial law in the country could actually help break 6 months of political deadlock. Take a listen.
We've been paralyzed in Thailand because on one side we have protesters bent on replacing the government.
That was Titinan Ponsudarak, a political science professor in Bangkok, speaking earlier to CNN. And do check out our website where you can learn about Thailand's long history of military takeovers. The last one ousted Thaksin Shinawatra in 2006. You can find that and much more at CNN.com. Beijing is lashing out against hacking allegations by the U.S. government. It accused Washington of hypocrisy and double standards after the U.S. Department of Justice charged 5 Chinese military officials with cyber theft. The men are accused of stealing valuable trade secrets from 6 U.S. companies in the steel, nuclear power and manufacturing industries. Investigators say they tracked the men down to a single building on a Chinese army base near Shanghai. Well, China's foreign ministry summoned the U.S. ambassador Monday night. This issue is likely to affect relations between the two countries. Let's get more now on this from CNN's David McKenzie, who joins us now live from David. And David, we're hearing Eric Holder had used really strong words such as enough is enough and a wake-up call. How are those strong words really playing out right now in Beijing? David McKenzie there live for us from Beijing. You are watching CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. The Oscar Pistorius trial is on another break, this time to evaluate. You are watching CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. I'm Monita Rajpal. Some of the other stories that we're following for you here at CNN News Center. At least 2 countries are suspending their diplomatic missions in Libya after some of the worst violence there since 2011. Saudi Arabia has removed its diplomatic staff from Tripoli, while Turkey has temporarily shut its consulate in Benghazi. The radical Islamic cleric Abu Hamza al-Masri could face life in prison at his sentencing in September. After a 4-week trial, it took a New York federal jury less than 2 days to find the anti-Western cleric guilty of Oregon. Shares of Credit Suisse are up nearly 3% in early European trade. The Swiss bank pleaded guilty Monday to helping some U.S. clients illegally evade taxes. China and Russia are building closer ties in the face of Western criticism and territorial disputes. Russian President Vladimir Putin kicked off his state visit to China by meeting with President Xi Jinping. Just moments ago, a South African judge ruled athlete Oscar Pistorius will have to present himself for psychiatric tests next week as part of his murder trial. He'll be treated as an outpatient. Let's take you live now to CNN's Robin Kerner, who joins us live from Pretoria with more on that. Robin?
Hi there, Monita. Well, a very short court appearance.
Robin, thank you. Robin Kerner there live for us from Pretoria. You are watching CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. Could your computer be infected with something called creepware? We'll tell you about it. You are watching CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. Torrential rains have stopped in the Balkans, but massive flooding is still causing widespread damage. The disaster is expected to cost billions of dollars in economic loss. Warning of devastating ecological damage from landslides. Well, the Red Cross is warning of a new danger that may be sitting just below the water. Relitza Vasileva reports.
In Bosnia, residents and rescuers are facing not only
And just adding on to that, water is still rising in Serbia's capital, Belgrade. Meteorologist Pedram Jabahari joins us now from the World Weather Center with more on that. Pedram?
Yeah, you know, this is going to be the most populous city there in the path of these floods.
Pedram, thank you very much.
Yeah.
The FBI has been making arrests in 17 countries targeting criminals using software known as black shades. The software lets people hijack computers and webcams. There's a staggering 700,000 victims around the world. Well, cyber criminals often target their victims using spear phishing. These are fraud links or emails used to access a computer. As Cassidy Wolf mentioned, there are a couple of things you can do to protect yourself to improve her online safety. The beauty queen uses more complicated passwords. You are watching CNN News Center. I'm Monita Rajpal at CNN Hong Kong. Thank you for joining us. I'll update you the news headlines in just a few minutes.